And now, here to entertain you all, because every day he's hustling. Side Hustle Cinema.
Welcome back to the channel. Side Hustle Cinema here. Thanks for clicking on this video. And today we're doing a collection update. It's been a little bit since I've done one. So, you know, I've got some titles built up here. Came from different places, so I'll try to remember what sells and where I got them from and things like that. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I'll show you what all I've been picking up and watching. So first of all, Target, you know, they've been running all these clearance sales and things, and last week I went and checked it out, and it's kind of depressing. You know, my Target, it's a very small selection, but I did grab some pretty good deals. I ended up getting Jungle Cruise. It was their Target exclusive 4K, and yeah, that was pretty good, and I only paid like $10.99 for this one. Pretty solid movie. I really didn't like this cover when it, you know, was announced, but you know, those Target exclusives, they may end up being kind of valuable one day. You know, if Target gets out of the exclusives business, which I think they might. The other one I picked up is Toy Story 4. I have not seen this. I'll be honest with you, I haven't seen any of the Toy Stories past the first one. Just not a big cartoon guy. But this is pretty cool packaging. You know, you got the trifold thing, and nice thick case. I mean, and this again, this was on clearance, $10.99. Can't go wrong with that. I need to sit down and watch those Toy Story movies. You know, I hear part 3 is really good. People always talk about watching it and getting all emotional. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that sometime. Well, this next one I got is Good Burger on Blu-ray. I don't quite have the nostalgia for this one that other people do. I was a little older when this one was popular, you know, and I think they had their show on All That. Isn't that where this skit came from originally? Not super sure. But, you know, it's only $15. It's a good looking steelbook. It's got some inside artwork there. Yeah, I just really dig that blue color on there. And so, yeah, you know, I'll watch it, and I'm sure it holds up pretty well. Next I got Bees. This is like an older movie. This one's from Vinegar Syndrome. There's the copy. Kind of interesting. Yeah, it's an older movie. It's like from 1978. But I just got done watching all those insect attacks movies, you know, from Kino Lorber. All those were great, and so I was still in the mood for some more man versus Mother Nature here. So you know, it's a Killer Bees movie. Cool slipcover. I'm sure I'll dig the movie. Need to watch that one. The next one, everyone, you know, kind of went crazy for this one. I still haven't actually popped this one in, and that is Everything Everywhere All at Once. I went and picked this one up. I wanted to get that Walmart exclusive, and I had full intentions of watching it, but, you know, got distracted. Things, you know, time gets away from you. Ended up not watching it yet, and now I feel like it's kind of like past a little bit. Like now no one's talking about it, and I don't know. I need to get back in the mood to check this one out. People keep saying how great it is. So, and there's a lot of people's opinions that I respect and stuff. So, I do want to check it out. Christmas with the Cranks. I picked this one up because it was finally at a decent price. When this one first came out, it was like $25, $27, something like that. And it never like dropped in price for a long time. And then finally it went down to like $20. And I thought about pulling the trigger then. But, you know, because it wasn't like close to Christmas or anything, I didn't bother. But I think last week they dropped it to $15. And that was like, you know, I figured I'm going to take a shot on it now. You know, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Just in case it goes back up for the holidays. Maybe it won't, you know, dip down any further. I don't know, but, you know, $10 less than what it was originally when it first came out. That's a good price. I'm going to jump on that and pick it up. This next one I picked up is a bootleg. I showed this one off on my Art of Collecting video last week because I made this slipcover for it. And that is 13th Warrior. Love this movie. Never had anything better than the DVD. I still have the, you know, the old widescreen DVD. And, you know, was able to grab like a bootleg Blu-ray. Looks really good. Sounds really good. And so, until we get an official release, I've got that one in the collection. Next, this one just kind of showed up on the doorstep. I forgot about, I guess I pre-ordered it at some point, but that's Galaxy Quest. Pretty cool to get that one in. Always enjoyed this movie. I think isn't there a Steelbook coming out, or I feel like there's a Steelbook that I probably should have grabbed instead of that one. But like I said, you know, I pre-ordered it and forgot about it. This one I picked up like a few days ago, and it was on sale for like $11.99. I think it's still on sale actually. If anyone else wants to pick this one up, and that's Collateral. Real good like action thriller movie with Jamie Foxx. Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a bad guy. Excellent movie. And yeah, I'd been wanting the 4K, but that's a great price. You know, $12. Kind of needs a slipcover. Speaking of awesome slipcovers, I picked up Morbius with that awesome slipcover. I have not watched the movie yet. Of course, you know, it's not getting a lot of positive reviews, but that's fine. I mean, it's probably better than what people are saying. Got this off eBay. Got it for a good price. I think I only paid like $13 for it, and it was only missing the digital code. You know, I got everything else, so including that slipcover. The next one is one that I also got on eBay, and that is, you know, the Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. And very cool. This one didn't come with the digital code as well, but I was able to pick it up for only like, I think it was around $12, $13 as well. Same buyer actually as the Morbius one. And that was really cool. And next I was able to get an MVD Rewind collection, Desperate Hours. This is a great movie. I was super excited when this one was announced. Fantastic movie. I've watched it many times. It's like a home invasion type movie. You know, Mickey Rourke and his gang, they break in and hold hostage Anthony Hopkins and his family. And, you know, Anthony Hopkins, he's an older guy, so they're not going to have any unrealistic, like, you know, fight scenes and that sort of thing. So he has to kind of outwit them. And it's just a really kind of intense thriller. I mean, it's a good one. If you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend it. The next one was a complete blind buy. Bought it just because of the cast and the price, and that's Safe Men. The only thing I haven't even watched the trailer at all. Haven't seen a commercial. Haven't read a review on it either. The only thing I went by is pretty much the cover and the cast. You know, I can tell that they're some kind of criminals. You know, welcome to the world of disorganized crime. But Sam Rockwell, Steve Zahn, Mark Ruffalo, and Paul Giamatti. I love Paul Giamatti. Steve Zahn is like funny in almost every movie he's in. Mark Ruffalo, another like really likable guy, you know. And Sam Rockwell's an awesome actor. So it's $10. You know, this movie costs like $10. So I would have rented it for $5 or $6 on video on demand. So an extra $4 and you can just own it. I mean, you know, you can't beat that. That's a great deal. The next movie, I got to give a shout out to Martinez Joe, who, you know, I let him know. I've let a lot of people know that I've been on the lookout for Diggstown on Blu-ray, the Kino Lorber release, and this one was the one that got away from me. You know, I'd wanted it. I was going to buy it many times. I hesitated, and then it got gone. And when it left, it went out of print. And ever since then, I've been kind of obsessed with getting it. And it would not show up on eBay. You know, I occasionally look on Macari. I was having a hard time finding it. And so I let all kinds of people know, if you see this one, if you know anyone who's willing to sell their copy, that I'd be a buyer for it, even at scalper prices. And so Martinez Joe sent me a message last week and said that it's on Macari, it's available. It was factory sealed, brand new, had to pay a decent amount of money for it. Actually, it was crazy prices. $63 is what they charged me for it. I did have a $10 coupon from Macari, so that took it down to $53, which was, you know, better. But it's not very often at all that I would pay a scalper's price. But this was one of those movies where, you know, I was obsessed trying to find this one, wanting to get it. You know, it's available on DVD, but not on Blu-ray, not anymore. And it is a really good, you know, boxing movie, con artist, you know, kind of movie. I really enjoy it. Love boxing movies. James Woods, he's awesome in that one. Oliver Platt's in it. He plays a really good, you know, con artist as well. Just love the movie. And now I have it, and now they'll re-release it next week. And that kind of the way it works. Alright, so next I got a 4K of, this one's brand new, just got it this week, and that's Species. I thought about ordering this imported box set. I forget who put it out. Maybe it was 88 Films. I'm not real sure. But then this was released, or announced rather. And so this was really the only one in the series that I was like super wanting to get. It's not a great series, you know, the movies. So yeah, I went ahead and got Species, and honestly, it's the only one I need. I don't. Part 2's not that bad, you know. I think Part 2 had a theatrical release as well. It wasn't as bad, but no, I'm good with just the first one. The first one was a solid movie. I don't really need the rest of them. This next one is Bob's Burgers Steelbook. This is a gorgeous steelbook. This was my favorite steelbook of last week. You know, I do my favorites on that Art of Collecting video that I do, and this one was this was the winner last week. I just think it's an awesome looking steelbook. I like the way the covers, like it's a scene from the movie, with the hole in front of the restaurant that played a big part in the movie. But the fact that you can see all the way down to the wharf, thing goes off all the time. But anyway, very cool. The inside, you got Bob's Kitchen. It's an excellent steelbook and a really fun movie, especially if if you're a fan of the show. I mean, it's great. I think it's really funny. Next is American Reject, and you're probably thinking, what in the world? This one is a blind buy. I haven't watched it yet. The main reason I picked it up is I do watch some of these shows. These America's Got Talent. A little bit. I haven't watched it in a couple seasons, but I used to watch that show, and then like The Voice or American Idol back in the day. I watched like some of those shows, and this is a story about someone who loses and what happens to them after they make it pretty far in the show and then lose. And what the big reason why I picked it up is because of all the reviews, and not from people in the community. I don't think anyone's seen it. But all the Amazon reviews were so excellent for this one. I mean, everyone was just 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars, talking about how good it was, how inspirational it was. And it's got a lot of, known people in it, like cameo appearances, I guess playing themselves. Kind of interesting. I definitely want to check it out. It was another cheap movie, I think. $12, $13, something like that. I'll let you know in the future, how that was. And finally, the last one is Gamer on 4K. And this one was sold out really quick on Amazon when it first came out. They had like a little delayed shipping on it. If it was back ordered if you wanted to get one. Well, I got it back in stock, so I finally got this one in. And it's a bare bones copy, no slip cover. It's a 2K upscale. It's not native 4K. No HDR. The Blu-ray has a 7.1 audio track. This one only has a 5.1 audio track. And yeah, it's stripped bare. There's no new special features. Just a handful that was ported over from the Blu-ray. There is no Blu-ray disc in it. It's just the one 4K disc. And that's it. And so, it's very bare bones. It did sound good for a 5.1. I mean, it sounded really good. I was very pleased with that. Story-wise and stuff like that, I'd actually never seen the movie in its entirety. I'd seen it on like cable TV a few times, like bits and pieces, But this was my first time watching it like credit to credit. And I didn't mind the movie. It was actually pretty entertaining. The battle sequences, the action is actually really good in it. It's cheap. It's only $20. You do get some upgraded resolution. It could have used HDR. It could have used color grading is really what it could have used. I mean, there was a stylized choice in the movie where everything's kind of washed out a little bit. It could be a lot better, but it is what it is. The Blu-ray is still kind of pricey. Like the one that's got the 7.1, it's like $15. So you're only paying $5 more for the 4K, although it's not much better than the Blu-ray. And I did make a slipcover for it. But I'm going to show that on The Art of Collecting, the new episode that comes out on Tuesday. I'll show the slipcover that I made for Gamer. And I got some other cool stuff during that episode. Well, that's everything I picked up over the past couple of weeks. A pretty good haul, I think. I've got some different stuff on order. I've been picking up a lot of older titles here lately. You know, trying to, I don't know, just, I'm always trying to beef up the collection with some of my old favorites. You know, I can't just buy all the new releases all the time. It's better to wait for those to go on sale anyway. I got some really good deals in this stack. Didn't pay the $30 day one prices for a lot of those. Most of them I got half price. I did pay up for, you know, the out of print title, but, you know, it's out of print. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. And if you were unsubscribed to the channel, I invite you to do so. And as always, stay safe, have fun, keep watching those movies. I'll catch you on the next one.